Hey everyone, today we're talking about, well, this little light right here, which is the Aputure 80C. And don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful light. RGB, super versatile, and excellent build quality. But there's something you need to know. It is not the powerhouse that I've hoped for. So here's the deal. If you are planning to use the 80C as your main key light, for example in a dramatic book light setup, or trying to light an entire room or scene, you're gonna be disappointed. The 80C looks like it packs a, punch with a lux rating around 20,000, but that's a little misleading. The high number comes from a slightly focused beam angle due to kind of like a little lens in front of the LED. So yes, there is a hotspot, but the light fall off around it is very noticeable. So the overall brightness is not what you would expect from a 20,000 lux rating. To put it simple, the 80C is not really brighter than something like my Amaran 100D. In fact, across the whole spread of light, it can feel even less bright. Which makes sense, the 80C is an 80 watt light and the Amaran 100D is a 100 watt light. And it's only daylight. But with, development in technologies, I thought it might be possible nowadays to pack that much punch into a small form factor like that. Now with all that said, the 80C is still incredibly useful. For talking head setups like this, it works great. When being in this controlled environment, it's clean and gives you, the RGB flexibility and just those beautiful skin tones with that new Blair engine. But where is it where this light really shines? Well, if you want to use it for hair lights, background lighting, accent lighting, or anywhere you might need like a little splash of color or motivation, it's kind of like a Swiss Army knife for creative color or light. Just not that big hammer like you might expect, as I said earlier. Also, the lightweight form factor and the durability of this thing will allow you to just mount it everywhere. Whether it's to some small truss or to a ceiling or just clamp it to something. For this form factor, it's an enormously powerful light. Just unfortunately not what we need right now. Because I was actually torn between the 300X and the 80C. I wanted that flexibility of color, but I also needed something that could really push light on a film set. Now Aputure claims the 300X is only about 20% brighter than the 80C with about 25,000 lux, but in real world use, I don't think that's the case. Unless you are measuring just that central hotspot. The 300X absolutely outperforms the 80C in terms of total usable output across the frame. It punches through modifiers and handles book lights and fill lights. Well, it's just a strong light overall. So for our feature film setups, where we need to control large spaces and push lights through diffusion or modifiers or conquer the sunlight, the 80C just isn't strong enough. It's a great support light though. I think if you are building a kit for interviews, talking heads, and you just need some RGB accents or, want to do some product work, yes, that light is absolutely great. It's incredibly versatile, portable, and gives you incredible color control. And I mean, obviously, when comparing this light to the 300X, yes, 300 watts versus 80 watts, I know. If you have used the 80C before, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you agree or disagree? Drop it in the comments. And now subscribe for more filmmaking insights.